Hello, I'm Lori Koberg with the South Dakota Motor Vehicle Division.
And I'm Marshall Milley. I'm with the Motor Vehicle Division Fraud Unit.
And recently we've had a huge increase in cloned vehicles. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically when somebody steals a vehicle and then they rebin it and get a fraudulent documents like a title and sell it off as a legit vehicle. We've had a huge increase. Like it's gotten to be where we've had 3 or 4 in the last 3 weeks. So we're here to kind of give you some red flags or any kind of some things to look for so that you do not fall victim to one of these scams.
The first few things to look for are obviously like visually inspecting the VINs, I like your federal safety sticker. Is it skewed? Is it crooked? Is there glue marks around it that where one has been before and this one has replaced it? Right down to your VIN, is like the font look good? Does it look crooked? I've seen them before where they've had like a wrinkle in the actual VIN. You can also look at like the tops of your vehicle if there's scratch marks where they quickly had to remove a windshield. The bad guys don't really take that much time and effort into doing it, so they oftentimes leave scratch marks.
The other thing that you can do is pull an auto check or a Carfax or some other VIN type search on that vehicle before you go look at it. A lot of times if they're showing you a title, like you want to see a copy of the title and it's a Georgia title, and you do a Carfax and there isn't a Georgia title listed, and then the last one that it was registered in is Texas, that's a pretty good indication that there's something maybe not quite right with that vehicle. Another thing is the key fob will a lot of times be an aftermarket key fob because they don't take the time to reprogram the main key fob that they got with the vehicle, and they don't have that because they've stolen this vehicle. So it's a little hard for you to get a GM key fob programmed to this vehicle without showing adequate like proof that you're the owner of that vehicle.
Lastly, probably the another good way to tell is plugging into the vehicle's OBD2 with an OBD2 reader. That seems to be a pretty good indicator. The bad guys have not really figured out that you can change the computer, so that's a good way to tell as well.
Anytime you have a red flag like this, like one of these, just be very cautious because you're probably getting into something that you're just going to be out. Like there's no reimbursement. The bad guy's usually gone. You can't get a hold of him anymore. And like I said, we're just running into it a lot. So we thought we'd put this out just for a few red flags. You're going to go pick up a vehicle in another state, or you have correspondence with somebody and anything seems off. Just make sure you do your research before you go purchase that vehicle.
If the deal's too good to be true, it usually is.